Hi there everybody, it's UK independent demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.com. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to be making this relatively simple but I think really rather effective thank you card. I love this. I was so proud of myself because normally I pop flowers on things and I pop in a bit of pink or purple and I was like, no. You're going to keep it more manly and you're just going to do sentiments. And I was so chuffed when I finally made it that I think it might be one of the favourite things I've done because I just couldn't believe myself that I hadn't put a flower on it. So it was using the new Ornate Thanks stamp set. This is from Stampin' Up and this will be in the new annual catalogue. I love this font. I think it's gorgeous. And what's quite cute about this is it does have all these little sentiments with it that you can match and mix with these. So for instance, it's got here from the bottom of my heart, which you could put after the thanks. Here you've got just wanted to say, so grateful or thank you. You can make up your own little sort of statements around these three. I'm going to be using the big thank you and so grateful for this card. I've already got them out. And the colours I'm using are Pretty Peacock and Seaside Spray, which are our remaining in colours. We have in colours every year. We get 5 new ones and they last for 2 years. So we've just said goodbye to 5 and we're keeping the 5 that were released last year for another year. And these were the ones released last year, so we've still got these until next year. It's very confusing, but it's not really. They just run on rotation to keep our colours fresh, and these are staying. Yay, my favourites. And I've also got Smoky Slate to put with them because Smoky Slate is just a great sort of in-between colour. So to make this card, you need your Stamparatus. It makes it so easy, it does. And I'm just going to pop my stamp set this side of the Stamparatus because when you put the leaf down, if you don't have the Stamparatus there, it goes all the way to your table and it's a bit, you know, like that. Whereas if you put this underneath, it keeps it flat and it gives you a nice stamping platform there. I've already put my cardstock in. This is 9.5 centimetres by 13.8 centimetres and I've lined it up on the grid paper so if there are any problems with it moving, I know where it's going back to. So I'm going to start off with the thank you first and I'm going to pop that at the top and I'm going to line it up, and I am so sorry you're going to see my massive great big head in a minute because I want to make sure, well actually if I move this down here, there we go. If I move this down here, you can see and I can see without my head getting in the way. And I'm just going to use a ruler to help position it because I sometimes find it sticks to your fingers quite annoyingly. There we go. See, it's stuck to my nail now. Stop it. There we go. So it's lined up at the top. I'm going to bring the leaf down to pick it up. Okay, see what I mean? It's really sturdy now. And I'm going to use the Pretty Peacock first. You will need chamois handy for this. So I'm just going to stamp that down. Oh, look at that font. I think it's gorgeous. I'm going to move this down. And you've probably heard this is the hinge step where you pick this up and move it down 1. Now it's up to you how you do this. You can move it down 1, clean the stamp and then do the Seaside Spray. Or you can move it down 2. You see I've done it every other one. And then come back and do the Seaside Spray, which is what I'm going to do. So I've moved it down, instead of moving it down 1 notch, I've moved it down 2. And I'm going to stamp that up and ink it and drop it. And then I'm going to come down 2 again. 1, 2. I'm just going to move the magnets each time so they're out the way but still close enough to keep the paper pinned down. And there's the final one. And that's how it started, with the thank you there. So I'm just going to use my chamois, clean the thank you. I'm not taking it off because you want to keep it in the same position. So I'm just cleaning it while it's on there. And I'm going to go down 1 now. And this time I'm using Seaside Spray. So I'm going to put the Pretty Peacock away. That one's finished with now. Ink it up. And oh, I missed the T. And drop it over. Now this is what I meant. You could have done Pretty Peacock Seaside Spray, Pretty Peacock Seaside Spray, Pretty Peacock Seaside Spray. But because I didn't want to keep wiping it with a chamois and cleaning it, I did 3 Pretty Peacocks and missed the 2 Seaside Spray steps out. And now I'm just coming back to put the 2 Seaside Spray steps in. It's really up to you, whichever is least complicated. And I hope I've explained that well. I really do. There we go. So you've got your 5 thank yous. Like that. Bring your chamois back in. And then you can remove the thank you off because that one's done. Okay. I've just stuck that to my ruler so I don't lose it. Means the case is underneath the Stamparatus. Here is the So Grateful now. Exactly the same thing. You've just done this. I'm just going to put my lid on there. I have a horrible habit of putting my elbows into the side of my pads. Yeah, it's the reason why I have crafting clothes and going out clothes now, because I have ink over all my going out clothes. I'm just going to move this and do what I did before so you can see it and I can see it. Just make sure that's in the middle. Pretty much. If you think, if I've left my magnets down there, which I have, and I can see as I'm lifting this up, it's lifting the paper up, you can use your bone folder or your ruler and just come underneath and just hold the paper down itself. Because there is just enough gap. The magnets are the same width as the bone folder. So you don't have to worry about your paper moving. Your bone folder will protect it for you. So I'm just going to pop that in. And Smoky Slate this time for So Grateful. And So Grateful will be happening on every hinge step. So it's going to be stamped, inked. I'm doing this the wrong way around. I'm saying inked when I'm stamping it and stamped when I'm inking it. Have you noticed? I'm being a bit daft. Move 1 down, ink it, then stamp it. Okay, another step down, ink it, stamp it. So by doing this, it is in the exact same space all the way down. You've got the same margins on every bit and it looks really professional. Much easier than when you used to put them on your blocks and you used to guesstimate and try and draw yourself a grid. And this is much easier. Just remember to do the hinge. And there we go. I'm going to come back in my chamois just to clean that up before I put it anywhere and get it everywhere. Take this out now, means I've finished. And I can put So Grateful and the thank you back. I have to keep remembering to do this because I am a loser person. I am the most disorganised, organised person in the world. I try so hard to be organised that I get disorganised and lose things. If you... It sounds complicated. I'm a complicated person. So there is the backing. All done. I have a piece of Pretty Peacock. This is 10 centimetres by 14.25 centimetres. So I'm just going to use some Tombow to pop some glue on the back of there. Oh, stick it onto my mat. You never drop anything when it hasn't got glue on, do you? When it's all fine and it's okay to drop it, you never drop it. But when it's got glue on it, that's when you drop it, and you always know which way it's going to land. It's the same as toast. You put your butter on the toast and you drop it, and it always lands butter side up. Not that I'm a butterfingers, but I do tend to drop things quite often. My base cardstocks. This is a piece of A4 cut in half, scored in half to make a 10-fold card. And that is it. You don't need to stick anything else on the front. Don't need to do anything more fancy than that, and I think it looks so good, but so simple if you've got the stamper artist doing that step technique. What do you think? Hope you like it and that you like the Ornate Thanks set. You can purchase any of these items from my store. So it was the Ornate Thanks, the Pretty Peacock, Seaside Spray, Smoky Slate and the Stamper Artist. You can purchase them from my store if you want to, slimandstylish.com. Go up to the header and click on buy. Don't forget to use the hostess code because you get a special thank you gift for shopping with me if you do. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe and we'll see you again soon. Bye everyone.